The movie begins with a young man named Eamon roaming the streets of Kahndaq on his skateboard. At present, the city of Kahndaq, center of power and enlightenment for centuries, has fallen into the hands of a notorious foreign invader called the Intergang. Eamon arrives at an Intergang checkpoint where he comes to interrupt a soldier from inspecting a van. Inside the van are the four colleagues, Samir, Ishmael, and Kareem, along with a hidden detainee who happens to be Kareem's sibling and Eamon's mother, Adriana. To help them pass the checkpoint, Eamon creates a commotion. He expresses his sentiments to the soldier, calling out the Intergang for their decades of oppression. With the help of Eamon's distraction, the van successfully passes through the checkpoint and drives away. Eamon then catches up to the van, asking his mother's permission to tag along with them. She disapproves because their mission is too dangerous. So they part ways as the van drives to the desert mountains to proceed with their mission on finding the crown of Sabbac. On the way, Samir sees Adriana peering shortly at her necklace and suggests that it is worth a fortune in the black market. The necklace is made of real Eternium, a rare mineral of magic properties found only in Kahndaq. But Adriana shrugs him off and indicates that it is a family heirloom. Being an archaeologist, Adriana reveals that the crown they are looking for is very powerful as it is made from pure Eternium. She exclaims that the crown must be moved before the Intergang takes advantage of its great power. Samir, Ishmael, and Adriana search the mountain while Kareem keeps watch of any approaching Intergang soldiers. It has not taken long for the soldiers to detect them, and they kill Samir and capture Kareem. Meanwhile, Adriana and Ishmael move further into the mountain. The two successfully find the crown of Sabbac, along with the tomb of Teth Adam, who is believed to be the champion and hero of Kahndaq. As soon as Adriana obtains the crown, the Intergang arrives while holding Kareem hostage. They attempt to steal the crown from her, aggressively shooting at her location. She immediately runs away, but stops short upon seeing her brother, Kareem, about to be shot. Finding herself cornered, she shows herself in front of them, pretending to surrender. She unexpectedly lands on top of Teth Adam's bomb, where she summons him with an incantation powered by her Eternium necklace. In an instant, an electric shockwave erupts as Adam awakens from his tomb. The Intergang troops open fire at him, but to no avail. Pissed off, Adam fights back them. On the other side, while Adriana calls Ishmael, huge chunks of rock fall over him. Thinking that he has died, Adriana and Kareem escape by themselves with the crown of Sabbac. Meanwhile, Adam mercilessly zaps and kills the Intergang troops in the mountain. He blasts a hole on the wall before hovering out of the mountain. Then he wipes out all of the Intergang's backup forces through his overwhelming powers. His incredible speed allows him to manipulate the incoming attacks of the opponents. Just then, Adriana and Kareem stumble across Adam while escaping in their van. As Adam slowly approaches them, the siblings freeze in terror. Behind him, a soldier prepares to shoot a rocket fueled by Eternium, but Adam catches the rocket and stares at it before it explodes. The power from the Eternium wounds him, and he eventually loses consciousness. Adriana and Kareem bring Adam along with them in the van and drive home to the city. Back in the mountain, Ishmael is not dead and turns out to be the leader of Intergang in Kahndaq. He communicates with another Intergang troop called the Raptors to continue his pursuit of the crown. The events in Kahndaq grab the attention of U.S. government official Amanda Waller. She contacts the leader of the Justice Society, Carter Hall, better known as Hawkman, to gather other members and assign them to apprehend Adam. The two proceed to discuss the members who will be deployed to Kahndaq. Maxine Hunkel, also known as Cyclone, possesses wind manipulation powers, computer skills, and an incredible IQ. Atom Smasher, whose real name is Al Rothstein, has inherited his uncle's powers of growth and super strength. And Kent Nelson, also known as Dr. Fate, holds the expertise in archaeology, magic, telekinesis, and medicine. The four members of the Justice Society board Hawkman's cruiser ship as they prepare for their departure to Kahndaq. Hawkman relays to them the mission to stop Adam from further destroying Kahndaq. Around the same time, Adam regains consciousness and finds himself inside Eamon's room. He quickly heals himself from the minor injury caused by the rocket while Eamon watches him in fascination. Adam looks around Eamon's room, confused at his surroundings. Eamon approaches him and catches him up on the entire situation. Adam learns about the circulating legend about him throughout the city. He is known by the people as a Bronze Age Kandaki demigod who is chosen as the champion of the wizards. It is believed that he revolted against the tyrannous ruler of Kandak named King Akhdun and successfully ended his reign during 2600 BC. Many things have changed in this city, and he has been inside his tomb for 5,000 years. Eamon then convinces him to be their superhero again and asks for his help in liberating Kandak. However, Adam refuses, telling Eamon that he is not a hero. He breaks through the wall, startling Adriana and Kareem in the midst of their research on the crown of Sabbac. Adam recognizes Adriana's voice that has woken him. After hearing the pleas of Eamon and Adriana, Adam is kind of touched and wants to vanquish the Intergang. Nonetheless, he remains reluctant, so he exits the house and hovers around the building. Eamon persistently follows him as Adam makes his way to the statue in the middle of the city. While Adam is talking to the statue, Eamon notices the Intergang troops around. He seeks to let everyone know about Adam's return, so he causes havoc against the Intergang soldiers. He steals a radio from a soldier and proudly informs them about Adam as he is being chased. When he is caught by the Intergang soldiers, Adam comes to his rescue. He slaughters one soldier after the other, either tossing or zapping them using his powers. The Justice Society witnesses this from their ship, and they arrive in time to stop Adam from causing further damage and death in the city. They split into two, with Hawkman and Dr. Fate taking off to save the Intergang soldiers. It is their first time to meet Adam face to face. Hawkman takes the lead, introducing themselves as the Justice Society, whose mission is to restore peace in Kandak. Dr. Fate continues, saying that Adam must surrender to them or he dies. Adam outrightly refuses, initiating another battle as he uses his electrical powers to zap them. In defense, Dr. Fate distracts him while Hawkman lands a strong punch against him. This agitates Adam, and the battle between them goes on. After a while, Dr. Fate calls Cyclone and Atom Smasher. Cyclone emerges through wind manipulation, causing a tornado in the area, while Atom Smasher grows himself to trap Adam in his hand. They each take turns in an attempt to capture Adam, but fails. Eamon, Adriana, and the citizens witness Adam's victory, resulting in a loud cheer for him. Despite that, Adam stares blankly at them and he flies away. Hearing about the Justice Society's intent on making Adam surrender, Adriana ridicules them. Hawkman replies to her that Adam is not a hero, but a destructive madman, capable of destroying Kandak. The Justice Society manages to convince her to help in peacefully negotiating with Adam. They head towards the location of the ancient palace, where they meet with Adam to negotiate his peaceful surrender. As Hawkman and Adam get heated during their discussion, Adriana interferes. She tells them that fighting will not be able to solve their differences, but the two disagree. Just before the fight ensues, Adriana receives a call from Eamon. Eamon informs her about Ishmael's sudden visit to their house to steal the crown. In their home, Kareem suffers an injury from being shot by Ishmael, while Eamon hides from the Intergang troops. Adriana again begs Adam to help Kareem and Eamon, convincing him that he is still capable of saving lives amidst not being a champion. In an instant, Adam flies on his way to their building. Back inside, Eamon quietly leaves his hiding place toward the exit, but Ishmael spots him. He orders the Intergang soldiers to catch him, but Eamon persists. Later, a soldier on a motorbike comes to abduct Eamon. Adam appears right above the building and attacks the soldier, saving Eamon in the process. Ishmael sneaks from behind Eamon and takes him while Adam is distracted. Noticing Eamon's absence, Adam catches on and chases the raptors as they hover in circles. Not long after, Hawkman follows to assist Adam in rescuing Eamon. While in battle against the Intergang, the two continue with their heated argument. Hawkman warns Adam not to kill any more Intergang soldiers, but Adam refuses and further denies his help. The soldiers maneuver in various directions, where soon after, Adam apprehends each and every one of them. He checks on each bike for Eamon, but fails to find him. Meanwhile, Ishmael successfully gets rid of Adam, taking Eamon with him to Intergang's hideout. The Justice Society regroups inside their ship, along with Kareem, whose injury is being treated. At the same time, Adriana comes back to their home, feeling dejected for Ishmael's betrayal, as well as her son and brother's concerning conditions. Dr. Fate comes and pays her a visit, reassuring her that Justice Society will save them both. Just then, Adam also arrives at their home, smashing a wall in the entrance. Hawkman follows, bringing 2 Intergang soldiers with him as prisoners for questioning. Seeing the Intergang soldiers, Adriana rages, striking at them with a clenched fist, but Adam stops her. Adam instead drags them all the way up to the sky and questions them. After the 2 prisoners anxiously reveal Eamon's location to him, he drops them to the ground. This again angers Hawkman, who quickly rushes to catch the falling prisoners. Their heated discussion leads to another brawl inside the house, reaching from the living room all the way to Eamon's bedroom. In the middle of their clash, Adam finds his fist glowing in Eternium after he punches through a wooden door. The 2 check and discover the crown of Sabbac hidden right behind it, which momentarily halts their brawl. They all gather inside the Justice Society's ship to secure the crown. When Hawkman suggests getting rid of the crown immediately, Adriana stops him. She insists that the crown is the only key to keeping Eamon safe, so she holds onto it and pressures Adam and Hawkman to work together until Eamon is safe. The ship then steers toward the Intergang's hideout. In the middle of discussing their plan, Adam abruptly flies over to the Intergang's hideout, where a number of troops attack him. The rest of the team follows, finding Ishmael with Eamon protected by a pure Eternium shield. Ishmael insists on trading the crown for Eamon, finally revealing his true identity and the true nature of the crown. He introduces himself as the leader of Intergang and the last living descendant of King Octan. During his reign, King Octan forged the crown of Sabbac, infused with the powers of the 6 demons of the ancient world in order to make himself invincible. Ishmael follows his ancestors' goal, aiming to take the crown and claiming his rightful place as the king of Kahndaq. Adriana unwillingly gives the crown to Ishmael in hopes of saving her son. However, Ishmael betrays his part of the bargain. As soon as he gains possession of the crown, he aims his gun at Eamon and fires a bullet at him. This causes a commotion among them, making Adam charge uncontrollably towards Eamon. His speed allows him to effectively shield Eamon from the bullet. Unable to contain his rage, Adam ends up destroying the hideout with his power. He wounds Eamon and kills Ishmael, who has already worn the crown. Adam becomes mentally anguished due to his guilt and flees toward the ancient palace. Hawkman follows him, catching sight of Adam staring at the statue. Adam reveals to him that the legend surrounding Kahndaq's champion has been wrongly credited. It was Adam's son, Harut, who was granted powers by the wizards and designated as the champion. Aware of Harut's invincibility, King Octan ordered a number of assassins to slaughter his family. Harut gave his power to Adam to save his life just before he got killed by the assassins. Filled with rage towards Octan, Adam rushed to the ancient palace. He avenged the death of his family and came close to destroying the entire city of Kahndaq. However, his actions angered the Council of Wizards. They imprisoned him along with the crown of Sabbac inside a mountain, which later became his tomb. Adam deems himself unworthy of becoming a true hero, and he decides to surrender to the Justice Society. They take him to a secret underwater location by Task Force X, where they conceal him from the rest of the world. While the Justice Society brings Eamon, Adriana, and Kareem back to the city of Kahndaq, Dr. Fate gains premonitions of Hawkman's forthcoming death. Adriana and Cyclone also learn about the real message engraved on the crown, which states that death is the only path to life. They realize that Ishmael has intentionally enraged Adam to kill him while he is wearing the crown. His death gives him access to hell, where he is reborn as the champion of the 6 demons of Sabbac. At this time, Ishmael emerges from the underworld to claim his throne along with its powers. The ship detects him, who shows up transformed as the demon Sabbac. They continuously shoot at him, and in return, he unleashes a fire to burn the ship. Hawkman maneuvers the ship away, but Sabbac takes hold of their ship and tosses them. They land roughly as the ship crashes on the streets of Kahndaq. The team separates through the crash, but they counter Sabbac's attacks. Hawkman, Cyclone, and Atom Smasher take turns in the onslaught as their battle against Sabbac commences. Meanwhile, Dr. Fate fills the entire ancient palace with a barrier to prevent the three of them from entering. In order to prevent his premonition from taking place, Dr. Fate ultimately decides to keep Hawkman from entering the ancient palace. He bids his goodbye to his fellows as he takes on Sabbac alone. Hawkman tries to enter, but to no avail. Dr. Fate arrives just in time before Sabbac nears the throne. He fights him to the best of his ability while calling for Adam using his astral projection. He holds Sabbac on the ground to stop him from approaching the throne. During the interval, he communicates with Adam, motivating him to defeat the demon champion and become a true savior of Kahndaq. Adam senses his presence and wants to escape his cell. He struggles fighting against the soldiers of Task Force X, but he doesn't give up. Two battles simultaneously ensue as Adam fights to run off from the Task Force X, while Dr. Fate continuously distracts the demon Sabbac. After a while, Sabbac is a few steps away from the throne. Dr. Fate holds him away, but he is hit by a formidable attack. He then exhausts himself, causing the force field around the ancient palace to disperse. Hawkman, Cyclone, and Atom Smasher are now able to enter, where they catch sight of Dr. Fate worn out in action. Sabbac runs to Dr. Fate and pulverizes him before sitting on his throne. Sabbac's triumph permits him to summon the legions of hell, which fills the whole city with terror. Adriana, Eamon, and Kareem, who are separated from the others, come across a massive number of demon skeletons. Together, the three fight to contain them. Eamon calls out to the rest of the Kahndaq citizens, urging them to fight together for the sake of their city. Back in the ancient palace, the battle continues between the Justice Society and Sabbac. Hawkman, Cyclone, and Atom Smasher fire a joint attack but remain inferior against the demon. As Sabbac is about to kill the rest of the Justice Society, Adam arrives just in time with his regained powers. The two current champions engage in a final battle to decide the fate of Kahndaq. Meanwhile, the people of Kahndaq establish their morale with the help of Eamon's encouragement. They each swing their tools toward the skeletal demons with a strong refusal to be terrorized. Inside the palace, the demon Sabbac demoralizes Adam, telling him that he is not a hero and that the wizard's powers are wasted on him. Adam nonchalantly accepts and collaborates a counterattack with Hawkman. Hawkman utilizes the power in Dr. Fate's helmet to trap Sabbac on his throne. As Adam ultimately delivers his finishing blow, he forcefully splits Sabbac in half and ends him together with the legions of hell. The people of Kahndaq widely cheer for their victory and liberation. Hawkman expresses his relief to Adam for his timely arrival, bringing the both of them to good terms. They bid their last goodbye to Dr. Fate, who has bravely sacrificed himself throughout the battle. Adriana, Eamon, and Kareem appear in the ancient palace shortly after, before the Justice Society departs the city of Kahndaq on a peaceful note. The loud cheers for Adam continue, and Adriana encourages him to lead Kahndaq. At first, he tries to settle himself by sitting on the throne, but then decides to destroy it. The movie ends with Adam accepting the responsibility of being the protector of Kahndaq. He aims on bringing his home the freedom it rightfully deserves as he embraces the new name, Black Adam.